Best known as the queen of Latin pop, this Mexican singer, songwriter, actress, and businesswoman is hands down one of the most successful Latina recording artists in the world, and so much more. She has sold over 40 million records worldwide as a solo artist and now has published her first children's book, Chupie, the Binky That Returned Home, and she joins us today to discuss the inspiration behind the book, motherhood, music, and everything else. Welcome, Thalia.
Thank you. I'm so happy to be here with you.
We're thrilled to have you, and our audience is watching in real time.
Mwah, besos a todos. Mwah.
And they have so many questions, but I'm going to start with my question.
Whatever you want.
Why write this book?
This was a real story. At 3 a.m. one night, as a mother, as a desperate mother with my daughter Sabrina, that she couldn't find her Binky, her Chupie, her pacifier in that crib. She was crying, crying, crying. So I just went there and I said, listen, you know what's going on? Binky misses Binky Land. And she was like, what? Yes, he comes from the land of all Binkies and he misses Mommy Binky. He's alone, he needs Mommy Binky, that's why he's crying. And she was like, really? I said, yes, imagine you and me apart without kissing and hugging. It will be sad, let's send Binky to Binky Land. And she was like, okay, Mommy, send Binky to Binky Land. And bingo. That was a miracle, that was perfect, and that's it. I just decided to write this book, this story, and share it with all the mothers or parents around there that are living this crazy moment.
My sister's a new mother, so I'm gonna buy her the book.
Yes!
I think it'll be good for her because it's about letting go and being okay with things.
Exactly, baby, it's just about that. It's their first experience in life about letting go, and it's okay. You know why it's okay? Because you have us, you have your family, we're gonna love you and support you, and it's okay, it's gonna be good.
I love that you also drew illustrations for the book. That must have been hard. I mean, what don't you do?
Well, listen, yes, I just, after that experience, the next morning, I went into my office and I started doing all these illustrations and these binkies and these castles and these lollipop trees, and it was beautiful. So I decided to take it to my publisher, Penguin, and then they went crazy with the idea, and that's it.
And we have some of those animations. We should play them. I mean, it's really incredible just to show. I mean, it's Chupie, by the way. This is pacifier in Spanish?
It's chupon in Spanish. In Mexico, we say chupon, but you can say it bobo, binky, chupon, pacifier. But Chupie is like the shortcut of
nickname.
Yes, exactly.
Everything is Chupie. And I'm learning Spanish, by the way.
Oye, tú hablas bien.
No, pero everyone thinks I'm Spanish here in New York.
Yes.
So I know it's a problem. I don't speak
Spanish. A Latino boy in New York.
I know. If only. If only. All right. So let's talk about though your motherhood in a sense. I mean, you're a mom of. You have two. And you have so much going on in your work life. We'll get to that a little bit later. How do you balance everything that you do?
Well, I mean, I think that it's important to have a team, you know. I believe in teamwork. And for instance, I have my publisher and I know they're gonna take care of my new baby, that is this Chupie book, my record company that takes care of my music while I'm doing other things, or in my acting career, I'm still like finding the right project that brings me back into whatever I think will be the strongest project for me to come back as an actress. So I have all these teams that cover my back while I'm like with my kids. But like for instance, today that I'm here working the whole time, my husband, that is part of my team, you know, we're a good team, he's taking care of the kids. Or I have like help in my house.
Of course.
But also like you can have your mother-in-law, your friend, you know, somebody that
people
really,
you trust.
Exactly.
Yeah,
and I believe teamwork is key.
Of course, collaboration in everything.
Collaboration
even
in
parenting.
everything, in everything.
So, speaking of collaboration, I mean, you know, you obviously need to trust people, you need to be comfortable with people, and I know that in the past you've said that you want to have even more kids.
Oh my God.
You
yes.
do?
Yes, but I mean, seriously, right now,
More
it's
Chupies
too
then.
much. More Chupies,
Yeah.
more Chupies. It's too much. I think my bed right now with my husband and my two kids in the middle and me, it's perfect.
Perfect.
You know, like we just lay there and we just watch a movie or a TV show and feels good. More, it will be a little crowded.
Right. All right. Fair enough. So, speaking of Tommy, I mean, I know you guys have been married for quite some time now.
Yes, we're together like 14 years.
It's crazy.
This December, it will be like, I think like, I don't know, 15 or 14, I don't even know.
So, what's the key to keeping marriages working?
I think the language barrier is key.
It's key, it's good, right? Because then you can just tune them out.
We don't understand each other at all. So that's why we are like,
I
yay.
love it, I love it.
No, I think it's, We came from the same background, like he's an Italian boy and being from Mexico. So our families, they used to have like big meals and cooking, fiestas and talk and stories at the table and music. So we share that in common. So I think we're like also like kids trapped in like adults.
Bodies. That's
exactly.
good, but I think that's healthy.
So we enjoy life. We have fun together.
And for as long as people have known you, whether it's through your acting, through the soap operas, I was just telling someone, I grew up in Egypt, and I remember hearing about you first with the Fat Joe song.
Because I want to,
yes,
want to.
I love this song. I mean,
baby. Then now this girl did like a little
remix.
Yeah, something. Okay.
Probably a YouTube.
But yeah, so from in Egypt, I have a big follower.
This is what I was trying to
Kisses
tell you.
there.
You have fans all over the world, and just to prove the point, I mean, we have a lot of people who are asking you questions. I'm just gonna jump around a little bit here.
See, whatever.
This is from Hovak. He's saying, "Congrats, Thalia. This is about the Hollywood Star of Fame that's coming up, right?
Oh my God, I'm so nervous about that.
December 5th. So congratulations. Lots of love from Syria. Any new albums that you're working on?
Yes, actually, right now, my next album that will be in stores the first trimester of next year. It's right now in the process of being mastered. So it's like the mastering process is right now happening, and I'm so excited because this is a very important project for me. I will sit with you and we talk about
I would love
soon.
it. I would love it.
And then I'm also going to the studio like in January because I'm planning like a summer album.
Right.
So I'm happy with that. My fashion world is amazing. I will sit with you too soon.
So there's a
because
lot
I have to
coming
tell
up.
you something about that is going to be amazing in the fashion world. My radio show, so many things that are there.
And your
Cooking.
tour, Viva, right?
My Viva tour.
It's still going.
It's still going. We filmed the first part of that tour that it was in the United States, Mexico, and we put it in a CD DVD that will drop in stores at the end of November, beginning of December, here in the United States. So be tuned, it's gonna be fun. It has a little documentary that is really cool.
Amazing.
Because, I mean, before, I tour alone, so it was great because you know what? After the show, you went out with the band, you had some tequilas, you had some party. But now I tour with my kids.
Right.
So it was like a 5 a.m. wake-up call for mommy.
You tour with Chupies.
Chupies!
Yeah, no more tequila. Now just
Now
Chupies.
it's Chupies. Well, you can.
Yeah, you can.
No.
Just a little.
No, I'm kidding.
No, we didn't say that.
Please.
Yes.
Seriously.
Of course, serious. No, back to serious. But being serious, I mean, you've been doing this since you were a kid, since
Yes.
you had a Chupie. I mean, you've been
Yes.
singing, you've been acting.
Actually, my first TV ad was for like a juice, and I was 2 years old.
Unbelievable.
And then, like from that point on.
So what inspired you to do all this? I mean, I know that you're a mother now, but your mother played a really important role.
Yes.
And she supported your work and what
Yes.
you were doing. Tell us a little bit about that relationship.
Yeah, I mean, she just, she died, but she was like my twin soul. And we believe like in the same things. We had stars in our eyes, and we just wanted to just do something magical to share with people. And we loved music, we loved acting, so we created this amazing career together. She was like my manager, but also it was beautiful because traveling with mommy that hugs you and kisses you and is the best thing ever.
I wish I could have my mom here after this interview, just supporting me. I mean, I can relate. People say, mama's boy is a bad thing. But I have a very close
I think it's
relationship with my
amazing.
mom. I think it's great.
I think it's the best thing that can happen to you.
Really?
The best thing that can happen
I
to you.
agree. We're in agreement. So what's the toughest part of being a mom for you?
See them cry. Like that experience of me removing that pacifier for Sabrina was so traumatic for me because I just didn't want to see her crying. And so, I know that is the tough love too.
Of course.
But I think it's important to give them a little bit of like limitations because they feel confident and feel secure when they have that kind of limitation. But also you have to be friend. You have to be crazy. Yeah. I'm a crazy mommy. I'm like
You are a crazy
when
mommy.
rain is like the first drop is like, come on everybody, let's go out. And we go out. The first snowstorm, everybody's out. I'm like, I'm that way.
That's good. That's good. And I want to ask you more about your influences because people listen to your music, people love your music, and people from all over the world love your music. I mean, we just heard someone from Syria, you know, he's presumably living in a war zone saying he loves your music. But we also have someone here, Natalie Vaseyo, saying, Thalia, when are you going to Rio de Janeiro? Your Brazilian fans adore you and have followed you for many, many years. Much love from Brazil.
Rio de Janeiro, I love it. It's so sexy. It's so beautiful. Is amazing. That culture is incredible. I really love Brazil, and they opened their heart to me with my work, with my music, with my soap operas. And I definitely, whenever you invite me again to be the queen of the carnival, like that year that I did it.
A long time ago?
Oh my God, 90 something, 96.
Yeah.
But it was so cool.
You've been
being there with all that music live and just like shaking.
I've never been.
Your body.
So when you go next time, I'm gonna time it. So I'm gonna look on your tour dates and I'm gonna.
We dance together.
We dance with the Chupies. So Ashwag Al Ajami from Kuwait saying, Thalia, do you know you have Arab fans? I'm from Kuwait and I love you since I was a kid. If we invited you, would you come? Have you ever gone?
Totally, just on vacation.
Okay.
And I really, really loved it. But for work will be unbelievable. Just to go there and bring that little Latin flavor.
And it's so similar. I mean, I'm telling you, our culture is pretty similar. We love to have a good time. I love tequila. Maybe not everyone.
You love tequila?
Loves tequila.
I'll be a good margarita.
Yeah, but you have fans everywhere. And so a lot of your fans everywhere are wondering, there have been other artists, like I'm sure you know, Paulina and Shakira, all these artists who have done celebrity judging on shows, singing competitions. They've crossed over, you know, released albums in English. Is that something you think you would do? We have a lot of questions about
You know what, they offer me some of those stuff, but I just don't like it. I don't like to judge. I just don't like to judge. It's something that I learned from like when I was a little girl. Like, you know, I just don't like that. I think it's a little karmatic. And so I just like focus on my stuff, on my things, on my career, my audience, and that's what I want.
To do. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I know you've also sang, and correct me if I'm wrong, for 2 presidents. President Bush and President Obama, correct? So which was more fun?
Oh gosh.
I know, I can't ask you.
You are tough.
I know, I'm trying to be tough.
Oh my God, I just cannot. I'm not. That's a tough one.
It's a tough one, maybe.
I don't know. I danced with one and I sang to another one. So.
You danced with Obama.
Yeah.
You were the first person to publicly.
I invite him to dance.
That's
And it was the whole thing was a little like too cold, too dry, so I had to break the ice.
Right. You break
What
the
else
ice.
is better through the music and through
Yes, of course, dance and the shaking.
move,
So you break the ice, you pour tequila on the ice, and then you dance.
That's it.
That's how you do it. All right. And one question, this is from Latino Voices here at the Huffington Post. They want to know, again, let me just make sure we have the right question, because they asked,
I saw
they asked so many
was that
questions.
question over there? No,
I'm kidding. They said, you've said this is about, is your child still, who's 2 years old, what's his name?
Matthew Alejandro.
Alejandro. Is he still using a pacifier? Are you still reading the book?
You know what? It's so amazing because right now my daughter Sabrina reads the book that she inspired me to do. She reads that book for Mati, for Mateo. But
she reads it too.
Yes, so she
amazing.
sits there and she reads it for him. But it's not about pacifier. His problem probably will be the blankie.
The blankie.
But it's okay to have a blankie. I mean, blankies don't deform your teeth or problems with
unless you start biting on the blankie.
Exactly. No. Really.
yeah, it's true.
No, and so he doesn't have that problem. But he's so cute. He's so adorable. I love my kids.
Yeah, it shows.
And I have other kids too, my fans. I take care of them so much.
Your fans are your kids?
Yes, also I adore them. They're like my other little family. And I have this amazing relationship with them every day. I'm very linked with them through my social media world. And I just love it.
Of course.
My Twitter, my Instagram, my Facebook, it's very cool.
So one of your fans, just last question from the fans, because it can't come from me.
Uh-huh.
Since you have so many. Hovag saying English album soon?
Well, in my albums, I sing some English songs, like I did some duet with Michael Bublé, and I just did something with Robbie Williams. I mean, I did a lot of things, and I just love it. Yes, of course, definitely. Fantastic. We're going to do many things.
There you heard it, Hovag. She's going to do it. I think Hovag's actually the guy in Syria. So, good luck, best of luck. And Thalia, I have to tell you, you are as beautiful as you are humble. It's fantastic, as you are talented. Such a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you so much for having me here. I had the best time.
Fantastic. Much more coming up here at Huffpost Live. Be sure to stay tuned.